Hi everyone, I hope you are doing well. So we are on page 21 of the book, and we're going to study the table of collocations containing different words from different, let's say, parts of speech and their related collocations. Part 1C, look at the following table and try to make sentences using the correct collocations. Please take a listen. I'm going to read the words one by one, and then I will continue with making a couple of sentences for some of the combinations or collocations. The first one in the table is drastic. Drastic, drastically. Drastic is adjective, drastically adverb. Drastic means sudden and extreme. Sudden and extreme. Collocations: drastic action, drastic measures, drastic cuts, drastic method, drastic proposal. For example, drastic measures, drastic situations require drastic measures, for example, or recent violence made it necessary to take drastic measures, or drastic cuts. You need to urgently make drastic cuts in your sugar use. Next one is fatality. Fatality, noun. Fatality means death in an accident or attack. Death in an accident or attack. It's a noun, countable noun. Adjective form is fatal. Please note the difference in pronunciation between the noun and adjective forms. Fatality, but fatal. Fatal, resulting in somebody's death. And fatally, fatally means in a way that causes death or another disastrous consequence. Fatally. Collocations: fatal accidents, fatal illness, fatal injury, fatal mistake, fatal error, fatal blow. Civilian fatality, possible fatality, in hospital fatality. Fatal blow, something to end. And means a person who is not a member of police, the police or any other armed force. Civilian fatality. In hospital means anything that happens or occurs in a hospital. For example, fatal mistake. He made the fatal mistake or error of believing what they told him. He made the fatal mistake or the fatal error of believing what they told him. Another collocation I'm going to give an example for is in hospital fatality. Doctors are trying to reduce the in-hospital fatality of the disease. Doctors are trying to reduce the in-hospital fatality of the disease. Okay. Next one. There is no verb. Noun is precision. Precision. imprecision. Precision, imprecision. Please note that the addition of a prefix to precision doesn't make any change in the stress pattern of the word. Precision, the stress is on the second syllable, C, and it is the same in imprecision. Precision, imprecision. So, precision means accuracy, the quality of being exact. Imprecision is just the opposite. Precise, imprecise. Again, the pronunciation, the stress pattern doesn't change. Precise means exact, imprecise, inaccurate. Precisely, imprecisely. Precisely, accurately, imprecisely, inaccurately. Collocations. Be precise about, extremely precise, absolutely precise, increasingly precise, fairly precise, quite precise, reasonably precise, sufficiently precise, legally precise, and mathematically precise. Absolute precision, analytical precision, military precision, surgical precision, and technical precision. Call for precision, demand precision, require precision. As you know, sufficiently means enough. Sufficiently precise means precise enough. Analytical or analytic, both adjectives, mean using a logical method of thinking. Using a logical method of thinking by analyzing things. And call for means demand, also require. I mean, they are all the same. They are synonymous. So, surgical is connected with surgery. Whatever that is connected with surgery. So, examples. Absolutely precise. The map shows the absolutely precise location of the crash. The map shows the absolutely precise location of the crash. And also military precision. Military precision means, if you do something with military precision, you do it in a very organized and exact way. Okay? So it is not related to military, armed war, or anything else like that. It means doing something in a very organized and exact way. For example, as usual, he had planned his early morning routine with almost military precision. As usual, he had planned his early morning routine with almost military precision. Or demand precision. Working with surgical instruments demands precision. Working with surgical instruments demands precision. Next one. Distract. 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 Distraction. Distraction. Distracted. Distracted. Distracting. Distractedly. So distract, as you know, means to take somebody's attention away. Distracted, someone who is distracted is anxious and unable to think clearly. Collocations. Easily distracted, momentarily distracted, Momentarily means for a very short time, briefly, you know. Distract somebody or something from something. Unwanted distraction, welcome distraction, without distraction, distraction from something, appear distracted, be distracted, look distracted, seem distracted, become distracted, and get distracted. Welcome distraction. Welcome here means nice. Nice distraction. Examples. Momentarily distracted. He was momentarily distracted at a fight which was enough for him to lose. He was momentarily distracted at a fight which was enough for him to lose. And welcome distraction. TV can be a welcome distraction after a hard day's work. TV can be a welcome distraction after a hard day's work. Next one, collide, collide, collision, collider. Collide means run into, to hit somebody or something that is moving. To hit somebody or something that is moving. Collision. Collision is a kind of accident. Collision. Collider. Collider is a machine used in scientific studies in which parts of atoms are made to move very fast and crash into each other. Collocations. Collide with, collide nearly, collide head-on. Serious collision, near collision, multiple collision, head-on collision, mid-air collision. Be involved in collision, have collision, avoid collision, and cause collision. Head-on collision means, let's say, face-to-face, bumper-to-bumper. You know, when if two cars are involved in a head-on collision, they hit each other from front. Mid-air is in the middle of the air, in the air or in the sky. Multiple, many in number. And examples. Head-on collision. There was a serious head-on collision on the road between a car and a truck. There was a serious head-on collision on the road between a car and a truck. Collide with. There are times when teenagers' opinions collide with those of parents. There are times when teenagers' opinions collide with those of parents. So collide with can also mean, let's say, disagreement. You know, when two people disagree with each other, we can say their opinions collide with each other. Okay, let's move to the next one. Contribute. Contribute means help or have a share. Contribution, contributor. A contributor is somebody who gives money, help, ideas, etc. Contributory, adjective, contributory. It means being one of the causes of a result. For example, smoking is a contributory cause of many diseases. Smoking is a contributory cause of many diseases. contributing, another adjective, non-contributory, non-contributory, opposite of contributory. Collocations: enormously contribute, generously contribute, greatly contribute, handsomely contribute, heavily contribute, and substantially contribute. Contribute to something or contribute toward something. Make generous contribution, make large contribution, make a small contribution, make voluntary contribution. Substantially means considerably, noticeably. Handsomely means greatly, greatly. For example, generously contribute. The company publicly apologized and agreed to generously contribute some money to charity. The company publicly apologized and agreed to generously contribute some money to charity. Another one, contribute to. City employees cannot contribute to political campaigns. City employees cannot contribute to political campaigns. Next word in the list is assist. Assist means help. Assistance, help as a noun. Assist and assistant are other nouns. Assist as a noun is an action that helps. And assistant is a person who helps, for example, let's say another person. Assistant, somebody whose job, assistant as an adjective. Assistant, somebody whose job is just below the level of manager, etc. For example, assistant cook. Collocations: assist somebody with something or assist somebody in something. Assist somebody to do something. Assistant manager, assistant director, assistant cook. Employ somebody as an assistant. Have somebody as an assistant. Get somebody as an assistant. Hire somebody as an assistant, and recruit somebody as an assistant. Give somebody assistance, offer somebody assistance, provide assistance, or render assistance. Foreign assistance, international assistance, considerable assistance. Render means the same as provide. Render assistance, provide assistance. Considerable means significant, noticeable, substantial. And I think the rest of the words are familiar. Examples. International assistance. Iran refused the international assistance after the devastating earthquake offered by 30 countries. Iran refused the international assistance after the devastating earthquake offered by 30 countries. Another example is related to recruit somebody as an assistant. I was recruited as an assistant cook in a company with 300 workers. I was recruited as an assistant cook in a company with 300 workers. Okay. Next one is regulate, regulation, regulator, regulatory, and regulation as adjective. Regulatory, for example, regulatory agency or regulatory body, something or someone or an organization that is related to power, ruling power. And regulation as an adjective is related to the rules, is according to the rules. For example, the girls are wearing regulation shoes. The girls are wearing regulation shoes means they are wearing the shoes that they have to wear. And wearing those types of shoes are based on the rules. Collocations: carefully regulate, closely regulate, properly regulate, strictly regulate, tightly regulate. Call for regulation, demand regulation. So both are the same, both mean ask, want. Emergency regulations, school regulations, fire regulations, planning regulations, safety regulations, and traffic regulations. And the last one is against the regulations or under the regulations. For example, it is against safety regulations to do something, for example. Let's have a couple of examples. Let's have a couple of examples. Safety regulations. Recently, safety regulations have made it obligatory for all competitors to wear face protectors. Under the regulations, employers' duties under the regulations include assessment of suitable equipment, maintenance information, instruction, and training. Again, employers' duties under the regulations include assessment of suitable equipment, maintenance information, instruction, and training. Okay, next page. Determine. Determine, determination, determiner, indeterminate, determined, determinedly, indeterminately. Determine means to find out, establish, for example. Indeterminate as an adjective means vague, undefined, not exactly known. Indeterminate, something that can't be identified. Collocations: determine exactly, determine precisely, determination to do something, have determination, show determination, determined to do something, determined attempt or determined effort, indeterminate borders, indeterminate gestures, indeterminate period of time. For example, determined to. Chris is so ambitious, so determined to start his business. Chris is so ambitious, so determined to start his business. business. Indeterminate period of time. After the show, for an indeterminate period of time, people stood up and give him a big round of applause. After the show, for an indeterminate period of time, people stood up and gave him a big round of applause. Next one, investigate, investigation, investigator, investigative, investigatory. Investigative and investigatory both are adjectives and both are relating to investigating something. Investigatory is more formal than investigative. Collocations: closely investigate, extensively investigate, fully investigate, properly investigate, thoroughly investigate, and further investigate. Investigate an explosion, investigate an incident, investigate the impact of something. Careful investigation, close investigation, detailed investigation, extensive investigation, full, thorough, criminal, murder, police, scientific, and government investigation. Sorry, they were so many words. How about examples? For example, extensively investigate the impact of something. A committee will extensively investigate the impact of racial discrimination. A committee will extensively investigate the impact of racial discrimination. Another one, detailed investigation. We need a detailed investigation to determine exactly why these cancers are occurring. We need a detailed investigation to determine exactly why these cancers are occurring. And the last word in the list is modify. Modify means to change or making changes for improvements. Modification, modified, unmodified. Modify the course, modify the regulations, modify the food. Partially modify, slightly modify, gradually modify, constantly modify, appropriately modify, chemically modify, and genetically modify. And you know, mostly they are they use genetically modified as adjective for food. Genetically modified food. Highly modified, in a modified form, and a modified version. Constantly means all the time. Partially means not completely, to some extent. And examples. In a modified form, the director agreed to perform the play, but only in a modified form. The director agreed to perform the play, but only in a modified form. Genetically modified. There has been widespread public debate over the introduction of genetically modified food. There has been widespread public debate over the introduction of genetically modified food. Okay, the list is over. Let's go to the exercises. Okay, part 1D, cross out the wrong collocation. 1. Criminal, through, government, drastic investigation. Drastic is the odd one out. 1. Criminal through government drastic investigation. Drastic is the odd one out that we are going to regulate. Beautifully is the wrong one. The others are correct. 4. Employ, hire, rent, recruit, and assistant. Rent and assistant is not a proper collocation. Part 1E. Complete the following sentences with the correct form of the words. Number 1. These ideas are still used today, though in a slightly modified form. Number 2. You need to use legally precise terms. You need to use legally precise terms. Terms here means words. Number 3. The authorities conducted an extensive investigation into his tax affairs. Number 4. His research has contributed enormously to our understanding of this disease. Enormously means a lot. Number 5. Most of our time is spent providing technical assistance to companies. Number 6. He is in favor of drastic cuts in social spending in order to balance the budget. He is in favor of drastic cuts in social spending in order to balance the budget. Balancing the budget means making the amount of money you spend, make the amount of money you spend equal to the amount of money that is available. So spend that much money that you have, that you make. Number 7, we need detailed investigation to determine exactly why these cancers are occurring. We had this example before. Number 8, a pickup truck collided head-on with a car. Pickup truck or pickup is a vehicle with low sides and no roof at the back. And there is a point here with head-on. Head-on here functions as an adverb. Collided head-on. But head-on collision, in this collocation, head-on acts as an adjective, head-on collision. Number 9, new drugs have reduced the fatality of the disease. Fatality of the disease. And number 10, sweating helps regulate body temperature. Okay, so that's it for today. We are going to resume the rest of the unit in the following session. Thank you. Bye for now.